NetSuite's software industry solution is built using expertise from implementing over 1,700 customers. In this demonstration, you will see how you can use NetSuite's powerful procurement and accounts payable functionality to add greater efficiency to day-to-day tasks. We will show how controllers and accounts payable analysts all can use NetSuite to complete key tasks more efficiently. NetSuite has compiled a list of common challenges we hear from companies like you regarding the procure-to-pay process. Most software companies want more control over their expenses. They want automated approval workflows easily reviewed and accessed by all stakeholders. They say tracking expenses to ensure various business segments are staying within their budget is difficult, and that the bill payment transactions themselves are time-consuming and not scalable. NetSuite has developed the software industry solution based on their knowledge of leading practices regarding procurement and the accounts payable process. With NetSuite's cloud-based single database platform, users can create flexible approval solutions that support multi-level approval requirements. Utilize NetSuite's amortization and allocation schedules to automate prepaid functions and expense allocations across departments, locations, and subsidiaries. Have dynamic and real-time reports for tracking purchase order statuses, as well as amortization forecast reports based on the amortization schedules created. Use reminders and email alerts to ensure purchases are completed and paid on time. NetSuite's software industry procure-to-pay solution is the first true cloud-based solution built from the ground up. With NetSuite's solution, users can get access from anywhere, including mobile devices. Because NetSuite uses role-based access and permissions, your assigned role will determine both what you are allowed to see and edit in the system, as well as organizing the information that you need to see in your dashboards. This means you can efficiently see the most important information you need to act quickly and decisively. Now let's see the application of the leading practices for procure-to-pay in NetSuite. In this demonstration, you will see how the NetSuite procure-to-pay solution for software companies allow you to implement approval processes that can help eliminate overspending and adhere to your purchasing policies. You'll have better visibility into your purchases at every stage and have more flexibility and automation for prepaid amortization and expense allocations. In this example, you'll follow a purchase request submitted by Will Clark, a sales rep, through the entire procure-to-pay process. In this scenario, Will is set up with a purchase limit of $1,000. This means any items he purchases up to that amount do not require an approval. Should Will need to purchase something that costs more than $1,000, then his purchase request will be routed to his manager, Kathy Cadigan, the controller, for approval. Email notifications can also be used to alert approvers of purchases pending approval, and requesters can be alerted of approved and rejected POs. Kathy has a controller dashboard that shows her all pertinent information and requests that require her timely action within her reminders portlet. Within the portlet, she can see purchase requests needing her approval. She could approve these one by one, or if they all look good, simply approve them all. Here she can see Will submitted a purchase request greater than his $1,000 limit, and Kathy is able to drill into the order to review the details. For complex approval workflows, NetSuite offers enhanced capabilities to accommodate any approval hierarchy and criteria. You can see that Will's request has a status of pending approval. When Kathy drills into it, she can see the reason for the request, the vendor, in this case Fast Signs Inc., and a descriptive memo providing her with an explanation as to why Will wants to make this purchase. In this case, for trade show signage to be used over a 3-month trade show marketing campaign. Because Kathy can see all the information she needs on one screen, she can go ahead and make her decision with a single button click. Kathy knows that the trade show materials are part of a marketing campaign Will is responsible for, and so approves his request. When a request is approved, NetSuite will automatically create a purchase order, and all details from the requisition are transposed directly to it. After the vendor has delivered the event signage, accounting can go ahead and create an item receipt for the purchase order. Because the purchase order contains all the necessary purchase information, the receipt can be generated with a single button click. In the event that an item is received before you have received the bill, the item receipt automatically creates an accounting accrual record, so you won't need to manually accrue for items that have been received without a bill. As soon as it's received, the accrual will automatically post. Any purchases that do not require an item receipt can be immediately billed. Now that the item receipt has been generated, a vendor bill needs to be created. NetSuite offers 3 different methods to create vendor bills. They're using the Transactions menu, where you can conveniently select multiple orders to be billed at once, the Purchase Order page, where individual vendor bills can be created, and when an item receipt record is saved, you can opt to apply a bill directly to the purchase order from the item receipt record. In this example, Kathy doesn't have this option because of her access restrictions. Segregation of duty controls are an essential feature of robust financial applications. You need to ensure only authorized employees can gain access to restricted information. Billing is the responsibility of the AP analyst. Under the role of Emma, the AP analyst, she can use her reminders portlet to select the POs that need to be billed. She can select the PO Kathy just approved and review the details. From here, Emma can generate the bill from the purchase order. Because the trade show signage being purchased will be used in trade shows during the upcoming 3 months, it will be treated as a prepaid item. NetSuite gives you the ability to automate the entire prepayment process with amortization schedules that are created directly on the vendor bills. You can enter the amortization start and end dates on the vendor bill, assign it a bill number, and process the bill. The prepaid and related amortization schedules are created at the same time. This lets you make amortization forecasts and automate your amortization entries at month end. You can drill in to an amortization schedule to get an in-depth view. Here, you see the expense recognition dates for the signage used over the 3-month marketing campaign. Assuming the role of the controller, Kathy Cadigan again, you can utilize the amortization forecast detail report and post the amortization entries at month end. Using the global search, which allows you to access information across your entities, you can quickly pull up the amortization forecast detail report as one of the various navigation tools. By changing the view to accounting period, you will see a waterfall view of the prepaid amortization in place for all schedules. You can see in this view the schedule just created here. This can be used to help with cash flow forecasting, planning, or as backup for your prepaid balances. Each time a payment is posted, the entry will be removed from the report in real time. Let's assume it's now month end and you need to post your prepaid amortization entries. On the reminders portlet, you can see all amortization entries pending. You can select the posting period and see the outstanding amortization entries for the month. The trade show signage is listed here, and at any time during the month, you can post this and any other pending prepaid entries all at once. Now that these entries have been posted, you can switch back to the amortization forecast detail report and refresh it, and you'll see it was updated in real time and that the $1,500 payment for this month has fallen off the report. You can also schedule these reports to be automatically sent out, for example, to your FP&A group so that they can update the budgets and forecasts in a timely manner. You can specify a precise time frame, weekly, monthly, quarterly, and even the time of day. You can also export the report in a variety of formats, including Excel, PDF, and Word. There's a lot of flexibility in how you want information shared out of NetSuite. This is just another way in which NetSuite provides more efficiency to the otherwise time-consuming reporting cycles that are still the bane of most financial departments even today. After the bill has been entered and the amortization schedule has been created, Kathy can pay the bill when it becomes due. This can be done from the vendor bill, the customer record, or using the dashboard reminders to alert Kathy of vendor bills that are due. Using various filters and parameters, she can choose the bills she wants to pay. NetSuite also provides additional functionality for two-way and three-way matching with a variety of tolerance levels when this additional functionality is required. In addition to automating approval workflows, bill payment, and prepaid amortization, NetSuite can also help you automate the allocation of expenses between departments, locations, and subsidiaries. In the Reminders section, you have allocation schedules due, which you can post at month end or whatever frequency you choose in a similar automated fashion as the amortization entries. NetSuite has many allocation schedules that allow you to allocate your expenses by a variety of methods to suit your business. So this might be allocating rent between locations or by headcount by department, or in this example, insurance by department. Here we see the insurance schedule setup screen. Since insurance covers all departments, you can allocate by department using a fixed allocation. You simply have to enter the percentage of your insurance you want allocated to each department. You can also perform a dynamic allocation, for example, allocating it by headcount by department, which as you know can change often. So you could have NetSuite do this automatically each month based on the headcount in each department. Utilizing favorites, which is one of the many ways to access reports, you can pull up an income statement. On the fly, you can break it out by department to get a cross-section of each department. You'll notice that there is $7,500 of insurance expense that is currently unassigned to a department. Once you choose the method for allocation, you can create the journal entry and NetSuite will automatically make the allocations for you. Here you can view the journal entry that it is just created for all insurance allocation schedules outstanding for this period. Switching back to the income statement, you can refresh the report and now see that the total amount was automatically allocated across various departments within the same GL account in real time. Automated allocations can be a very powerful efficiency tool for accounting teams. NetSuite also provides many useful reports to accommodate the entire procure-to-pay process that you have seen today. Using the global search again, I can pull up the open purchase order report. Here you can see the open purchase order report. This report shows you the status of all purchase orders by vendor, such as pending billing, pending receipt, pending approval, and so on, as well as the current and total amount of each purchase order. At the bottom, you can see the total outstanding committed spend, so you can always have visibility in real time when you need it. Using NetSuite's industry expertise from implementing over 1,700 software companies, you have seen how NetSuite's software industry leading practices for procure-to-pay provide flexible approval workflows to keep expenses in line with your budget and that you adhere to your company's purchasing policies. You'll have better visibility into all purchases and be able to automate your prepaid amortization and expense allocations. Thank you for watching this demonstration on NetSuite's leading practices for procure-to-pay. Leveraging the procure-to-pay leading practices in conjunction with the leading practices developed by NetSuite for all the other functional business areas, companies can ensure their processes, activities, and systems are aligned with the foremost methods within the software industry.